What's up, y'all? My name is Arnold and I recently graduated Yale with a degree in theater studies and political science. And in this video, I'll be talking about all things theater related at Yale. And honestly, I can make many videos about this topic, but this is sort of like a broad overview. And if you have any more specific questions, please feel free to let me know. So in terms of my experience at Yale, there are two broad categories. The first one is the academic side and the second one is the extracurricular side. So in terms of the academic side, there is the theater and performance studies major or curriculum for the undergraduate program. This is a 4-year program where basically you got to take all the classes necessary to graduate with that diploma. And I'll be referring to the website a little bit because I don't remember it at heart, but there are two prerequisite classes. They're called Theater 110 and 111, and they basically mean Survey of Theater and Drama. It's like an introductory sort of historical course on theater. Those classes are pretty chill, but they don't really necessarily focus much on the practical side of theater. It focuses more on like the theory and the history. And let's be honest, prerequisites are prerequisites, not necessarily the most interesting classes. But along with those two classes, you also have to take 10 courses in the theater studies major. And they updated the wording a little bit, but now you have to take 2 courses in each of the 4 domains. They are called artistic practice, interarts, histories, and performance theory. They pretty much want to make sure that you have a holistic understanding of theater. I've taken many interesting classes, but some highlights are composing and performing the one-person play, which is basically a first-year seminar. Now, what is a first-year seminar? A first-year seminar is a seminar-sized class, so generally from 8 to 12 people, that is only provided to first-year students. So in this class, we literally learned how to compose and perform a one-person play with an award-winning director. So it was a very inclusive environment with people who just wanted to create stuff, write stuff, perform stuff, and learn all about it in a safe place. You can also take Yale School of Drama classes. For example, I took a class called Acting Shakespeare with the Dean of the Yale School of Drama. It was a pretty competitive class in the sense that you have to audition to be in the class in the first place, and it only met once a week, but for like a 4-hour time period. And every single week we would have to perform, whether it's like a Shakespearean monologue, a scene, whatever. And it really challenged me because you're literally getting taught by the best of the best, and also the students there are also pushing you to be the best version of yourself as an actor, a performer, or student. Also, throughout most of the classes, the TAs tend to be Yale School of Drama students, whether they're pursuing playwriting or directing or even sometimes acting. Other classes I've taken have been playwriting, Indonesian dance, new play development. And once again, the classes mix from the practical side of it as well as the theoretical side of it. And of course, like most college majors, there's also a senior thesis requirement. And the Yale Theater Studies senior thesis varies a lot. Some people just write a play, some people direct a play, some people act in a play, and some people even find innovative ways to combine theater with film and other modern technologies. And there's also a major called Computing in the Arts, which is a whole entire separate thing. For me, I ended up producing, writing, and acting in my own original comedy drama play. And if you want to know more about that, click on this video over here. So along with all these amazing classes in the theater studies major, there are also many programs that are part of this major. For example, there is the Yale Playwrights Festival, where basically students from all over campus can submit work-in-progress drafts of plays that they're writing. I remember submitting my play during sophomore year, but then it didn't get accepted, but then I resubmitted my junior year and I ended up getting accepted. This program assigns you to several mentors who are also well-established playwrights. They help workshop and revise your piece and give you guidance. And then at the end of all this, it culminates into this festival where your play is brought to life. You get like a director, a cast, and there's like a live reading. They give you feedback. It was a really good time. There are also things like the Yale Dance Lab, which I don't know much about, but it's, you know, dance is related to theater, so it has something to do with that. There's also the Yale Shen curriculum, which focuses more on American musical theater. And they even have events such as Fridays at 5, where every Friday at 5 p.m. they bring in a guest, whether it's like a musical theater performer or director. For example, Bobby Lopez, who's a Yale alumni, the guy who made Frozen, has talked at a few of these events. Now, in terms of the extracurricular side, there are so many opportunities for theater at Yale. The way I would describe it is that Yale has this website called the Yale College Arts, and if you go to shows and screenings and events or whatever it's called, they literally have a list of every single production that is happening on campus for that year. And this is constantly updated. The first major organization that you should be aware of is called the Yale Drama Coalition. This is basically a huge Yale theater umbrella organization that takes care of a lot of the logistics for these performances. For example, they help establish rules for casting, and they also help provide guidance when making your performance. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. How do you make a play in the first place? Well, Yale has many different theaters in their different residential colleges, and what you can do is you go to your respective residential college and you apply for what they call a CPA grant, a Creative Performing Arts grant, where basically you ask your residential college, hey, can you give me some money and some funding to make a play? If they say yes, they'll give you a couple $1,000s, and you'll also have to ask permission for which specific theater that you want to use. So not only can you make your own performances, but many other students are also doing other plays and shows that you can audition for or work on the technical side of. These shows compose of senior thesis projects, independent projects. Now, another big theater organization to be familiar with is the Yale Dramatic Association. Now, this organization is sort of separate from other plays at Yale, and what differentiates this organization is that it's an actual college theater company and has a lot of money. So they make 7 shows a year, and they're able to use the Yale School of Drama places, specifically the Yale Repertory Theater, as well as the Yale University Theater. There's even an executive board of students that I was a part of, which helps govern and run this whole entire thing. Last but not least, there's also the Yale School of Drama itself, and recently they've been more proactive in terms of recruiting undergraduate students to be a part of their programs. For example, the Yale School of Drama has the Yale Cabaret, which is like this experimental underground theater thing, and I was also able to perform in that. All this to say, you can approach theater at Yale in pretty much any way you want, whether you have little experience or a lot of experience. You can approach it as an actor, a writer, a director, a producer, a dramaturg, a set designer, a sound designer, a costume designer. I primarily did acting, but you can explore anything and everything because I also did some producing, writing. I did some Yale Dramatic Association stuff, some Yale School of Drama stuff, some general Yale theater stuff. Once again, all of this was just a broad overview of theater at Yale, so if you have any specific questions or topics that I can dive in more deeply, please let me know. But thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.